morning, Silver Sneakers family. How are you all today? I hope that you are all stellar on this fine Tuesday, and hopefully you have some great plans today. Lots of fun-filled things to get your day going after we get moving a little bit. So I'm Jennifer, and we are going to Silver Sneakers it out today. A couple of things that you need, and of course you can always improvise. So I've got a nice sturdy chair, right? You've got your chair somewhere nearby, hopefully. Make sure it's got no wheels on the bottom, make sure it's nice and steady. I'm probably gonna move my chair around a little bit today so that you can see what I'm doing, but hopefully you've got enough space around your chair so that you won't need to move it around, right? And of course you do want a nice clear space as we start to move. You wanna make sure that as we're moving arms and legs and all that kind of thing, that you're not gonna knock something over, right? Be aware of above and out to the side. And we are also gonna need some light weights. I've got here some 5-pounders. If you have some weights, that's great, but as always, you can improvise with whatever you've got around the house. Today's class has been brought to you by Chicken Stock, right? These were up in the cabinet. Maybe you've got some cans, maybe you've got some water bottles that you can fill. So whatever you've got going on today, you grab those weights that are improvised. In fact, whatever you're using today, if you're using something interesting and fun, maybe some books, maybe some cans of cannellini beans, we would love to know what you're working out with because that's always fun. Also, don't be alarmed, you're gonna need a roll of toilet paper. We're gonna use this for some inner thigh work later on, but in the immortal words of Autumn, you guys all know Autumn, no harm will come to your toilet paper, I promise, right? It's just gonna work out with us a little bit today. So there we go. I've got my items, I've got a nice clear space, and I've got some water. You've got some water too, right? Hopefully, yes. In fact, let's all go ahead and have a little drink. As we go through class, I'm gonna try to remember to cue you for some water. Normally during our session, we tend to set our items underneath our chair. Your space might be large enough today where maybe you can set some of your items in a different spot, and that's perfectly fine so long as they are not in your way. Okay, is that it? Do you need to run to the closet to go grab your toilet paper? You go ahead and do that. I'm gonna move my items here off my chair and set them out of my way, and then we will get going. Go grab your stuff. Excellent, are you back? All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do an easy little warm-up. We're gonna start standing. If you need to, hang on to your chair as we get going. All right, here we go. Shall we march? Let's just give it a little march, just a little movement in space here, right? Movement is so important. As they say, motion is lotion, right? We gotta keep all of those body parts moving for that functional fitness so that whatever we do here is going to help us with everything we do throughout the day. So moving and stretching and bending, everything. Let's go ahead and tap those toes to the front. So a little tap and tap and tap. Just a little tap. And whatever I'm doing, if it doesn't work for you, you make up something that does. It's all good. It's all good as long as we're moving and breathing, yes? I agree. So just a little tap, maybe a little heel tap. Heels are good. Heel and heel and heel and heel. Beautiful. You guys look good on this fine-filled Tuesday. Tap and tap and tap and tap. Back to the toes, little toes. We're moving that upper body. The heart rate's going up just a little bit. Maybe we'll go back to that march. Again, make sure you've got enough space. And we'll do a little step side to side. Tap and tap and tap. You can go faster, you can go slower, so long as you're going. There we go. How about we give it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it back, a little march, and then let's go ahead and plant those feet right there beside you, soft knees. We're gonna take a breath, inhale, reach up to the sky, send your energy up through those fingertips, look up, reach up, nice long body, Go ahead and press the air down beside you. We're gonna bring your hands maybe behind you, maybe set those hands on your lower back. And let's just again, open up that chest. Very nice. Relax it down. Let's give it a little stretch to the side. Then we're gonna grab our chair. So reach up to the sky. Give yourself a little dip to one side, a little reach, and a little lift, and come on over. Other side. And lift. Look up. Go ahead and press it on down. Very nice. Let's grab your chair. I'm gonna turn mine to the side here. There we go. All right. So I've got a nice wide stance. I'm gonna hang on to that chair and we're gonna stretch out your side a bit. So let's reach this arm out and over, hang on to your chair, and let's give it a nice swoop. So there's a bigger stretch than what we had going on earlier, a little reach, and lift. Let's do 3 more. Reach, and lift. You have 2 more. A big stretch, a little good morning here. And lift. Mobility, so important. 1 more time. Reach. And open. Beautiful. Bring those feet back together. Hang on to your chair. I'm gonna just park my hand here on my hip and we're gonna lift this outside leg. So out that leg goes, go ahead and flex that foot. And we're just gonna gently, little small movements, lift and lift and lift. Easy movement here. Lift and lift and lift. Keep going. So I've got my foot flexed. Maybe you can feel a little work here into that hip. We're just lifting. There we go. So remember, you can do these things anytime. Anytime. In fact, remember today, whatever it is that we're doing right now, and maybe you can find some time in your day to do some of this later on. A little repeat, right? A little lift. There. Is that hip getting warm yet? Maybe a little bit. Let's give it a few more, shall we? Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. Let's go ahead and rotate now towards your chair. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to send that leg behind you. You don't have to flex the foot this time. We're just going to lift it a little bit, but I want you to think about lifting up nice and tall. Hang on to that chair, and let's just lift that leg. It's a small movement, but I want you to find that posture. Open up that chest and lift that leg back there. It's the same leg. So that's that same leg that's working. It's probably a little bit tired. It's good for you. Come on. Lift it and lift and lift and lift. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, wiggle it out a little bit, and let's do some calf raises. So hang on to your chair, hopefully your chair's tall enough, right? And we're just gonna lift and lower, and lift and lower. We'll work those calves a little bit, just a little up and down. You can always check your balance if your chair perhaps is too short, like mine is, right? Or you can hang on to it and maybe check one hand at a time. Maybe one hand can leave that chair, or maybe both hands can leave that chair. Or you leave both hands right there on that chair. You find your balance. Oh, hello calves, right? Let's do just a few more. How about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down, wiggle it out. Before we do that other side, let's go ahead and find our down dog. So we're gonna step those feet back, a little bit of space between those feet, soft knees, and we will just stretch. So pull your tummy in to support your back, keep your knees nice and soft. We're just giving it a nice little stretch here. Breathing, that should feel awfully nice. Maybe a stretch through the hammies, into the back. Beautiful. Wherever you are, round up, cat stretch, round spine. Flatten it out, neutral spine position. There's that down dog again. One more time, scoop it up, cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine, hanging onto that chair. Go ahead and walk yourself back up. We need to do the other side, the other leg, so I'm gonna flip my chair around. Again, I really hope that yours is in a good spot where you don't have to do that. So here we are, we've got that wide stance, and we're gonna give it those nice reaches so we can get into that other oblique. Make sure that you are working the other side. You'd be all uneven if you work the same side twice, right? So up we go, nice and tall, hang on to your chair, reach that arm out, and let's give it a nice stretch. Oh, that feels lovely. Out and over and out. How about two more? Reach and lift. One more time. Reach and lift. Good job. Bring those legs back together, hanging onto that chair. I'm gonna park my hand here on my hip, and we need to lift this leg. So this leg goes out to the side. We're gonna stand up nice and tall on this supporting side. I'm itching my nose. Don't worry, my hands are clean. We're gonna flex that foot, and we're just gonna lift that leg. So just a little pulse here. So just a little lift and lower. There we go. Finding your center, standing nice and tall, long and strong through your core. Beautiful. You guys look great. I can tell. Come on. A little lift, a little pulse. There we go. That side's starting to get a little tired, maybe. How about 8 more? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. We need to rotate towards your chair, hang on to it, and then that same leg, the leg that's tired, goes back, open up, and we just lift it. Lift, and itty bitty pulse. Little lift. Your standing leg is soft, your shoulders are back, and we're lifting. There we go. You want to do those calves again, don't you? I figured. We won't do as many this time, I promise. Let's go. Come on for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. Give it that wiggle. Hanging onto your chair. Let's do just a couple of calves. So we go up and down. That's all. Up and down. Up and down and up and down. You only have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down, give it a wiggle, and let's take that nice down dog again. So hang on to your chair, step those feet back, a little bit of space between those feet, and give it a stretch. Soft knees, don't lock those guys out. Relax your neck. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Make sure those knees are super soft. Go ahead and walk yourself back up and in. Give everything a wiggle. Alrighty, let's go ahead. I'm gonna face you now. You need your toilet paper, right? Oops. And while you're grabbing that toilet paper, let's all get a nice drink of water. Little sip. Excellent. Set that somewhere nearby and safe. Beautiful. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna have a seat in your chair. Make sure that you're not all the way back in that chair. Again, hopefully your chair is nice and sturdy. We're gonna come out a little bit so I've got some space between the back of that chair and my back. Take your toilet paper and we're gonna bring it right there between those knees. So ideally, if we were all together, we would all have those balls with us, those small balls. So maybe you do have a ball in the house. Maybe you've got one of those little playground balls, right? Something that the grandkids have. You could swipe it from them for a little while, but in the meantime, we have our toilet paper. So up nice and tall, let's just squeeze. So we're squeezing, and it's an itty bitty pulse. Good. Squeeze and squeeze. See, I've mushed the little cardboard in the middle, but that's okay, right? We're just giving it a little squeeze so we can work those inner thighs, lifting tall. So squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Beautiful. Squeeze and squeeze. Itty bitty pulse. Let's squeeze it for a few more. Shall we give it 10? Okay, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take it in and hold it tight, nice and tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tight little pulse or tight little hold. Stay there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it. Beautiful. Pick that toilet paper up. Mine mushed this way, so I'm gonna rotate it the other way, and we're gonna work your chest a little bit. So I'm gonna squeeze that toilet paper tube with my hands. It's wrapped around it. If your wrists don't like that, let's make some fists. Bring those fists here to either side of that toilet paper tube. That way we've got those wrists in a nice straight position. So we're just gonna squeeze it. You squeeze it however it works for you, but let's press in on that toilet paper. Here we go. And squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. There we go. Mush it in. Good. Excellent. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it in and hold it there. You keep holding, keep holding. Hopefully as you squeeze, you feel it activate right here underneath those armpits. Welcome to your pecs. Squeeze it in, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it. Lovely. You may set that toilet paper down. I'm gonna slide mine right underneath my chair. So here we are. Let's just loosen up that body. Everything is already feeling loose, but let's just give it a nice, easy rotation before we move on and we pick up some weights. So let's circle it around. Range of motion, all about that range of motion. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to come on down. Lovely. Exhale and inhale. And exhale. One more time, perhaps. And let's go ahead and roll it around in the opposite direction. Down, around, and up. Oh, that feels awfully nice. Maybe one more. So we're getting that mobility here through the back, through the obliques. Come on up to the top. Go ahead and duck walk those feet back together. Lovely. Wiggle it out. Let us pick up a weight. Mine are over here, so hold that thought. I'm gonna pick up, actually, I'll just grab one chicken juice. Beautiful. Alrighty. So actually we're only gonna need the one weight or your can of clams, right? Whatever you got going on. We're gonna do a little bit with shoulders and we'll do one at a time. So grab whatever it is you have and we're gonna take that weight and place it into one hand. It matters not which hand, but I do need for you to lift up nice and tall and park that opposite hand maybe on that thigh. So lift up, straight spine, and we're just gonna work into the shoulder. That's all we're gonna do. If your weight becomes too heavy, set it down and just keep moving the arm. Here we go. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And let's just press. A little press and down. When that elbow comes down, you want to make sure it doesn't come down too far. It only comes down so that it's level with your shoulder. Up and down, and up and down. Very nice. Up and down, and up and down. I think that was 6, so let's do 2 more so that we can then just do 8 more. Here we are. 8, down, 7, down, 6, down, 5, down, 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, 1, down. I'm gonna set my weight down. I'm gonna bring that same arm back up, and we're gonna work a little more range of motion. So I'm just gonna bring that arm forward and lift it up. You know, like those Japanese cats that wave? We're just gonna do a little motion like that. One of my friends lived in Japan, and she gave me one of those cats. So I should know the official name for those cats, but it's escaping me right now. And up, and down, and up. You have 3 more. 3, up, 2, up, 1, up, and rest it. Wiggle out that shoulder. Nice and easy. Beautiful. You have the other side. So grab your weight, grab whatever you have, and let's try that other side. Lifting up tall, shoulders down. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe it in. And up we go. Remember, set it down if you need to. So lift and lower and lift and lower. You got it. Up and down and up and down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 2 more will make 8. You have 8 more, that's all. 8, down, 7, down, 6. Are you tall? 5, down, 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, 1, down. Beautiful. Set it down, and then up we go. Here's your little wave. We've only got 10 of those. Right now, probably that shoulder is a little tired. Shake it out if you need to. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up, bring it down, wiggle out those shoulders. Fantastic. We're getting ready to hop back up. You didn't see that coming. So we're gonna hop back up. I'm moving my chair. Again, hopefully you don't need to do that. So here we are. I'm gonna set my toilet paper in a nice safe space. In fact, as I'm starting to shuffle around, let's all have a little drink. It was a lot of work for the shoulders. So moving my chicken juice to the side. We call it juice at our house. I know, it's chicken broth. So, okay, clear space. I'm gonna pick up my weights, and we're gonna work your back and your shoulders just a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do, weights or no weights in your hands, we're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you and poke that chest forward. That's all we're gonna do. So it's as if I'm drawing a little half circle around my hips. So a little squeeze, release, squeeze, release. We're not gonna do a million of them. I promise. We draw that half circle around the hips. Standing tall, standing nice and tall. Good, but soft knees, always the soft knees. Good, let's just do a few more. You only have 5, release, 4, release, 3, release, 2, release, 1, release. Set it down. I'm gonna set one weight down, and we're just gonna still stand tall here. Chair is nearby if you need to grab him, and I've got a weight. If you don't want that weight, you set it right down. So here, tall, soft knees. Let's just pretend that we're stirring our soup. So we're just gonna bring that weight on around away from the body and bring it on back towards it. So there's a little stirring of the soup pot with our chicken broth, right? So swoop it around. We have one more in this direction. And then let's stir it around in the opposite direction. You have two more, here and here. Good. Bring it on back in. Bring those feet together. Hang on to your chair if you need to, and we're just gonna march with your weight. A little march. There we go, a little march. So tap those toes to the front, tap and tap and tap. As you tap, maybe this weight can come from side to side. Tap and tap and tap and tap. Easy peasy. Very nice. Little tiny taps. How about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Beautiful. Relax a bit. Hanging onto that chair, we're gonna do just a little bit of bicep work. So as always, if it's too much, set your weight down, but really think about the muscles that we're using here. We're working that bicep. So if you need to, you can close your eyes and really think about that muscle. So I've got one hand here on my chair, and we're just gonna curl it up, a couple of biceps. So we curl it up and down. I'm not gonna go super fast. Up and down. Up and down and up. That's 4. Keep going. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. I think the magic number today is 16. Don't you? Come on, 8 more. 8, down, 7, down, 6, down, 5, down, 4, there we go, 3, and 2, one more, up and down. Take that weight, set it down, and then let's just bring that arm up as if you've got that weight. Try not to squeeze the life out of your pretend weight right here, and let's just give it a little pulse right here, as if that weight is still in that hand. So pulse it out. We've got a little squeeze, working that bicep. You just have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down, wiggle it out, and let's stretch out that bicep. So just take that arm out to the side, take that wrist back, flip that hand over, and just press that arm back a little bit. So it's just a little gentle press. And as we reach that hand back, that arm back, we should have felt a little stretch there into that bicep. So wiggle out that arm, it's all good. And then we've got to work the other side. Lovely. Pick up your weight, hang on to your chair if you need to. Strong core, standing tall. Magic number 16. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Let's go. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Set that weight down, and let's go ahead and just bring that arm up. Again, feeling this muscle that we have just worked, and we're just gonna give it a little pulse right here. Little itty bitty pulse. Here we go. All right, you guys, you know who's tuning in today? My mom. Let's go, Mom. Come on, pulse out that bicep. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Wiggle it out a little bit. We'll stretch out that bicep. Send out that arm. Bring that wrist back a bit. Flip that hand around and just gently press back. A little stretch through that bicep. Relax it down. Beautiful. Wiggle it out. Check in. How we doing, right? Everything's feeling okay? We do need to work those triceps a little bit. So grabbing a weight or no weight, all we're gonna do, we're gonna hang on to your chair, and I'm gonna step my feet a little bit wider, right? So I've got one hand on my chair, one hand on my weight, and my knee in the front is a little bit soft. So this is an open position. I've got my weight in my right hand, my opposite leg is forward. So make sure that you're all kinds of squared off here. We're gonna hinge forward a little bit so we can support ourselves with that chair, squeeze in your tummy, and we're just gonna push that weight back. There we go. So you keep moving, keep moving. This time we're squeezing into the tricep. So keep pressing. Press, release, press, release. There we go. Press, release, and press, release. Lovely. How about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We need to try the other side. Swap your weight, swap your legs, hang on to your chair. Squeeze in your tummy, hang on to that chair, and that weight's just gonna reach back. Back, release, back, release. You got it. Reach. Squeezing up that tricep. There we go. Don't worry, we're gonna give it a good stretch later. Don't you worry. Come on, press it back. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. I'm pretty sure after this one, you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release it down, set it somewhere safe, and then let's go ahead and wiggle it out. And we're gonna gently here stretch your triceps. So let's reach those arms up. We're just gonna bend the elbows. Bend the elbows, take your elbows, try to press those fellas up to the sky, and just let those hands come on down. Like you're giving yourself a little pat on the back, right? A little press, open up that chest, lift your chin, look to the sky, and rest. A little exhale, inhale in, and a little exhale out. Good job. Bring it on down, wiggle. I think we've gotten to most of those body parts. We're not quite done though, right? Okay, so I'm gonna flip my chair around, which means if I'm flipping, we're having a little sip of water. Beautiful. Alrighty, I'm gonna take my weights into my hands here. I'm gonna go ahead and set that chair facing you all. There we go. And I'm just gonna place this underneath my chair. Nice and safe. Lovely. Excellent. Here we are. Let's loosen up that upper body once again before we move on. So take those feet out to the side. Same thing that we did earlier. Park your hands on those thighs for support, and we'll just swoop it around. Exhale to come on down. Inhale to lift up. Exhale. Nice little transitional movement, right? And always moving. Always taking that time to notice your body. How does it feel? Maybe one more. Exhale and inhale. Opposite direction, around we go. Lovely. And maybe one more time. And up. Good Good job. Duck walk those feet back together. Let's work on those feet just a wee little bit. So I'm gonna reach down, I'm gonna pick up a thigh, and I'm gonna still sit up tall. So here we are, let's point the toes and flex the foot. Point the toes and flex the foot. And again, point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Roll those ankles around, big circles. Be good to your feet today. Opposite direction. Beautiful. Lower down. So we're gonna hinge forward a bit. You have a couple of choices here. You can maybe cross that ankle that we've just worked on top of the other ankle. If you're feeling a little bit more limber today, maybe you can bring that ankle up here onto that thigh. But wherever you are, either here or here, we're gonna hang onto your chair, keep your spine straight, and hinge forward. So there's a little hinge, hang onto your chair. Over we go, either down there or up here. So in your position, think about reaching out through the crown of the head so that we have a nice straight spine. Reach, reach, reach. Lifting up wherever you are, up or down. We're gonna give it a rotation. So whichever leg is in the front, we're gonna take that opposite hand on around to that thigh and rotate. So a little twist, looking behind you. Spine is straight and we are squeezing as we twist. Good. Lift up to the top and we'll give it a little twist to the other side as just a little counter pose. Good. Untangle, uncross. Let's try the other side. So go ahead here. Pick up that leg and working here. Point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Maybe one more, point and flex. Roll that ankle around. Easy circles. Opposite direction. And then we'll go ahead and set that foot down. We need to do that little hinge. So either here and hinge forward a bit, or perhaps you can bring that ankle up onto that thigh. Wherever it's happening for you today, hinge forward. A little tickle in my throat. Little hinge, lifting up long, shoulders are down, ears are lifted. Lift those ears. And up we go, nice and straight. Leaving this ankle here or bringing it back down. We've got to add that twist. So the leg here that's in the front, opposite hand to that thigh, rotate, rotate, gentle twist. And back to the front. A little counter pose. And to the center. Very nice. Untangle those legs, wiggle everything out, and let's give ourselves a little rotation on that chair. So I'm gonna take my left thigh out to the side. I'm gonna rotate so that I'm facing the left side of my chair. If you're coming along this way, we'll just work opposite legs. Wherever you are, you need to hang on to that chair, and we're just gonna drop this other leg down. So this leg drops down, and we get a little stretch into that front thigh, hanging on, lifting up tall. Let's here, scoop that arm closest to the camera, up to the sky, lift up, a little stretch here. If you're feeling fancy, open up, look up to the sky. Breathe. Look up, lift up a little more, reach a little higher. And float that hand down. Very nice. Take that foot closest to the camera, park it here on the floor, and then let's reach one arm forward and one arm back. There we go. There's our archer pose from yoga. Reaching out through the fingertips. Nice long extension. Lifty, lifty. Up to the sky. Bring those hands together if you can. And lower down to your heart right here at Namaste. Beautiful. Go ahead and duck walk that outside leg in. And then slowly here, we're gonna shift around to the other side. So parking one foot here on the floor, right? Hang on to your chair. Drop this opposite leg down. There we go. As it just drops down, we get that stretch into that hip. There we go. Open up, scoop up that outside arm, reach it to the sky, lift up, hang on to your chair, maybe a little opening of the chest as you look up and lift up. Good. Can you be a little taller here for me? Lift up, lift up, lift up. Big stretch. And bring it down. Good. This leg closest to the camera, place it on the floor. Opposite leg stays just in place. Float one arm forward, and let's extend that opposite arm back. There's our archer. Reach out. Energy through those fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Out. Up tall to the sky. Look up, lift up. Bring the hands together if you'd like. And lower down to the heart. Namaste. Relax. Good job. Duck walk those feet together. Right back on around to the front. Let's go ahead and lift up nice and tall. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Fantastic. A little sip of water before we pick up our weight. Again, grab a little sip. Here we go. Park that water below your chair, somewhere near you. And let's go ahead and come on down. And we're gonna pick up a weight or even your toilet paper, whatever you have going on today. Yes? So still seated tall, little bit of space between your chair back and your back so that we can really focus on that posture. So inhale, strong, grab your weight. All we're gonna do is lift it up and over your head. So maybe a little bit of space between those feet. Hang on to the sides of your object, whatever that is. So here we go. Inhale, breathe in, and exhale, breathe out. All we're gonna do is push this weight up and down. That's all. Up and down. Up and down. Try not to lock out your elbows as you lift that weight up. Up and down and up and down. Let's take it for 10, down, 9, down, 8, down, 7, down, 6, down, 5, down, 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, and 1, down, and rest it. Set that weight down. Bring yourself back here to the center and just do 5 more without anything in your hands. So 5, down, 4, you probably still feel that, 3, down, 2, down, 1, down, and rest. Lovely. From here, still seated nice and tall, scoop those arms out to the side as if you've got some little airplane wings here, and we're just gonna circle to the front. So little circles to the front for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got one more set to the front. 5, 4, 2, 1. Last time back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it. I know you felt that through the shoulders. Let's do one more thing before we stretch. Grab your toilet paper because, you know, he made an effort to come on out and join us today. Let's work those inner thighs just one more time. Park that toilet paper right there between those knees, and let's just give it a few squeezes. So squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep on squeezing. Little easy peasy pulse. Let's go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice. So important for us to work all those body parts. Did we? Let's see, we did. We did inner thigh, we did outer thigh, we did some calves, we had a nice stretch. Let's see, shoulders, chest, back, thighs, tries. I think we got everything today. His heart rate's got up a little bit. So as you go throughout your day, think about which parts of that body you are moving. And definitely, promise me, you will think about your posture, being tall, long, and lifted, right? You're still pulsing, by the way. I was just distracting you. So keep pulsing, work those inner thighs. In fact, let's go ahead and take those thighs, squeeze that toilet paper together nice and tight as you can. But you will be long and lifted today. No slouching, right? Shoulders back, chest up. Still squeezing right here. My distraction probably didn't work as well that second time. So squeeze here, come on, you just have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. Take that toilet paper, set it down, wiggle out that body, a nice little wiggle. Everything should be feeling okay. Go ahead here, press yourselves back into your chair. Now you can let that chair support your spine, even though you're still lifting up nice and tall. Good. Relax those feet. We're gonna go through that body. Make sure everything's feeling okay. And I'm just gonna bring you out to a little place where I'll give you just a moment or two alone in a little bit of silence, like a yogic meditation. And then we'll all come back for a few moments of closure. So let's take a breath before we do that. Inhale, scoop up tall. Exhale, press the air down beside you. Take a nice breath. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, press. And then one more time, scoop it up. And exhale down. We're gonna slide your hands to your thighs, wherever they're comfy, and I want you to lift up and take a moment here just to close your eyes. So we're here, your chair is supporting you, and you're lifted up, right? Lovely posture, eyes are closed. Let's take a nice breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good. So as you are seated tall in your chair, I want you to go ahead and relax your feet. Maybe wiggle those toes around a little in your shoes. Wiggle it out. Soften up the feet. And then I want you to soften up those lower legs all the way up into the knees. Think about exhaling the tension that's hanging out in those parts of the body. We're gonna soften up here through the thighs and the hips. Relax through the tummy, the glutes, the back, and the chest. Go ahead and exhale and soften through both arms all the way down into those fingertips. Maybe wiggle out those fingertips a little bit. And then I want you to relax your head and neck. In fact, you might want to just maybe wiggle your head a little from side to side, maybe a little wiggle there. And then go ahead and settle that head somewhere in the middle, nice and easy. Take in another breath and exhale. Exhale any tension in the body. Body's feeling nice and relaxed. And then with those eyes closed, I want you to just find a space where you're safe, comfortable, and relaxed. We're gonna stay here for just a moment, so find that quiet space and just breathe. And then gently bringing your awareness back into your space. Eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead, maybe here, and gently wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Maybe easily, gently wiggle those shoulders a little bit. And go ahead, as you're ready, open up your eyes. Lovely. Relax those arms here down beside you. Let's take a nice breath. Inhale, scoop and lift. Exhale, press the air right on down beside you. Let's do that one more time, shall we? Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, press down. Go ahead here, gently bring your hands to your heart right here at Namaste. Locking those thumbs, positioning those thumbs right here over your heart. Let's take a nice breath. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Lovely. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I'm so happy that you're here, and I cannot wait to see you all again. Be brave, be strong, get some vitamin D. And oh look, right on cue, Montag England has come on in to wish you a very healthy, happy, strong day. Get some sunshine, and of course, go wash your paws. We cannot wait to see you all again. Take care. Bye-bye.